I know you guys really want to get out. I just have a long list of names. No, just kidding. Pero dame 5 minutitos antes de que se vayan a bailar. ¿Sale? First of all, I walked into Unity in Chicago, whenever it was, I can't remember, a couple of weeks ago or something. And Ivan, I had just gotten back from Rwanda or something, or Chile, because I was just with Presidenta Bachelet. Selfless, a little bit of promotion here. Watch PBS, now on PBS, next Friday night, our hour-long special about women, power, and politics will air. And that was before Palin was named. Anyway, yeah, that really threw a wrench in my 1-hour documentary that I had been working on for 4 or 5 months. Anyway, but I walk into Unity, and the first person I see is Ivan, and I'm like, Ivan, ¿qué pasó, muchacho? And he goes, I have to tell you something. I was like, what's up, what's up? He says, you won the leadership award. And I just broke down in tears. I was like, oh my God, because for the past several months, I had been working on this whole project about women and power and politics and the whole issue about how we as women deal with our power. And, sometimes because you're on television, people immediately assume that you are powerful. But I don't necessarily look at myself in that way in terms of power. And so the fact that I walk in and Ivan says, you won this award, to me, after being with President Bachelet and the women of Rwanda and Governor Jean Shaheen in New Hampshire, it was like, this is what I do with my power. I give it back, hopefully, to young journalists so that they can see that there is a place where you can have a voice and you don't have to look like everyone else and you don't have to sound like everyone else. I remember when I first signed my contract with CNN, before I blew out the hair, and I just said, because, it's always a thing with us and our hair. But I was like, I'll sign with them, but they can't touch the hair. And they didn't touch the hair. I don't know why I went off on that tangent, but anyway, Jim Avila, your hair looks great all the time. I don't know how you do it. You too, Ray. The point is that, to me, the power that we have, because it is clear we are powerful in this room. We are. And so the power that we have, how do we use it? Hopefully it's to inspire, to give back, to open doors. So the interesting thing is that, the first ever journalism award I received was from NAHJ. It was 1991. It was one of my first big stories for NPR. It was a story about gang members in New York. In fact, I was just in touch with the gang member who was on stage with me then in 1991. We're still friends. But the fact that I'm receiving this award this many years later, to me, it's kind of like full circle, because NAHJ has always been a part of my life as a journalist. I mean, I remember the first time I went to an NAHJ convention. I wasn't even a journalist yet. I just remember being there and saying, wow, this is so cool. And over the years, at every convention, I was with my girlfriends, and we'd all be rooming, 16 of us in a room. Somos mexicanas al final, amontonados todos. But we all grew up together as young journalists. And now, I hate to say it, we're older, because that's really kind of freaking me out at this point. But